this week, I had the privilege of having a nice long chat with Lee at Painless 360. And whilst we put the world to rights on many subjects, something that did come out of the conversation was the fact that why isn't there a modern day equivalent to this, the FRSky Taranis? Now, for many of us, this was our very first proper radio. It is a handset that delivers in almost every way, apart from the fact that it is using FRSky's radio system. What was, though, particularly special about the Taranis was the fact that it was a great plane radio, it was a great quad radio, it was a great ground-based radio, and in fact, I think this is one of the last radios that's been made that is ideal for every situation at a price point that most people can afford. Now, obviously, there are other big radios out there, like the TX16 as an example, but I always personally found that radio a little bit big. And the one thing we both agreed on is there today isn't an equivalent radio to match what FRSky did with the Taranis. Really, what set the Taranis apart for me is the fact that it all comes together to make a great radio. For instance, we've got full-size gimbals in a real nice position in the middle. All the switches and controls are easy to access. It does have sliders. A lot of modern radios no longer have potentiometers on the side, and it has an abundance of switches and functions. So for instance, we've got our arm-in switch on the back, a 3-position switch on that top corner, another 3-position switch over here. There was a momentary switch over here, but I swapped that out for a push-button latch-in. We then had our SA 3-position, SB 3-position, 2 potentiometers on the front, another 2 3-position switches. Obviously, you then have your trims between the gimbals, nice and easy to get to, and then a nice large monochrome display down the bottom with the controls on either side. Around the back of this radio, there is a full-size JR module bay, so you can put an ExpressLRS module in this radio if you want to, and then you also have your additional I/O and connectivity down here. Today, though, whilst this radio is still available, it is getting long in the tooth. So, for instance, this radio still has a DC jack for charging, and whilst it does take their own battery, it does have a somewhat limited battery bay on the rear. Powering this radio on, you will see that it is running OpenTX. I have no idea what version is on this handset. It has been a very, very long time since I have changed the firmware on this radio. We would need to go into our main menu system to go and have a look through. Let's see if we can see. There we go. 2.19 that was released in 2016. However, this still has everything I would need today. There's no question the likes of Edge TX have come on leaps and bounds, but the reality is we got this right a very long time ago, and this radio is still very capable today. This display is also lovely on this radio. Now I'm sitting here looking at it. It's bright with that backlight, monochrome, which means you're going to see it when you're out and about. And again, it's just the right balance of functionality. When you look at the Taranis, there's nothing magical about this radio, but it is a great example of the whole is greater than the sum of its parts, and it is the way that everything comes together. Now, obviously, you can still buy this radio today, but it is still tied in with FRSky's own radio system. There are, though, equivalent radios on the market for the likes of ExpressLRS. The most equivalent is likely this, the Radiomaster TX16S. From a switch and button functionality, it's basically identical. You have 4 switches on the top corners, although I've removed 2 off mine because I found on this radio I was more comfortable with just the back ones. You've got 2-3 positions on the front. You've got your pots. You do have sliders on the corners, and then it has everything else. But it is a very different radio. The ergonomics are completely different. It is much bigger, as you can see side by side, much bigger display. And I personally find this radio just a little bit too big for everyday use, whereas the Taranis fits right in. It's not just about the sheer height size, it's the depth on the radio as well, and just the overall ergonomics on the Taranis, for me, are much better than they are on the TX16. You obviously then have plenty of others available. We have the likes of the Radiomaster GX12, smaller from a height perspective than the Taranis, a bit more limited in functionality, so you've got no sliders on the sides, but we do have potentiometers on the top. Again, whilst this radio certainly offers a lot of great functionality, it still doesn't quite scratch the itch that I have of the Taranis. From a size perspective, we then have the new mid-size radios, the likes of the TX15, as well as the Boxer. This is my bench Boxer now after using the TX15. These radios, again, have similar functionality, but they certainly don't have the same amount of switches and sliders as you get on the Taranis. And whilst these radios are actually really good for quad users, I do think that they do fall behind when it comes to plane users and fixed wing users because of the lack of sliders. Now, there is no question that there isn't a lot of very good radios out there, as I've shown. TX16, GX12, TX15, which is personally my favourite radio today. For me, I've said I think that is my personally perfect radio, but that doesn't make it perfect for everything. And this is where me and Lee were talking, that there isn't anything quite like the Taranis on the market with the modern day functionality. I would love a Taranis with built-in 1-watt ExpressLRS and maybe Edge TX. Radio manufacturers, if you're listening, please consider something like this. Try to make it identical if you can. Don't go changing the switches and buttons. I still want those sliders on the side. And don't for 1 minute think about putting a color screen on this thing. Keep it as it is. Just give us this radio with a better battery base. We can get a bit of a bigger battery in. Modern ExpressLRS, Edge TX. And honestly, I think it will sell like hotcakes. Now, that's it from me on this one. It was just a bit of a sort of random video about this. I said to Lee I was going to do it, so I have. If you're interested in checking out Lee's YouTube channel, he is a proper YouTuber who makes proper content that is actually helpful. There will be a link to Painless 360 down below. Let me know in the comment section what you would love to see, because yes, you can still buy this radio today, but I would love this radio with a modern twist. Look after yourselves, stay safe, and I will speak to you soon.